episode of the Freelancers Mindset Shortcast. We are on our 12th episode already. That is crazy. Thank you so much for the support. The guest we have with us today is somebody I met very recently. She is very fondly called the Laughing Buddha because of her amazing enthusiasm, her zest for life. And let me just get into her introduction. Say hello to Mrs. Seema Badaya. She is a knowledge
Hello.
seeker, life coach, certified laughter coach, and a mother of brilliant children. Despite being almost 60 years old, she has her hand in multiple activities and she's constantly enriching her life with new things. We love to have you here, Seema, and there is a new voice we really need in our freelancing community.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Meenakshi, for this wonderful introduction of mine. Thank you.
For sure. And let's start right there where you said you're living a very enriched life. What does an enriched life look like to you? And what do you do to make your life more fulfilling for yourself?
For me, enrichment starts with how you empower yourself with different skills. And for me, learning has been it's a constant journey for me, right since my childhood. I remember when I was in my school days, I thought this is my time to develop my personality. So in every vacation, I used to learn some skill or the other, be it embroidery, be it painting, be it photography, or something, anything which I could get hold of. Sometimes bonsai or flower arrangement, self decoration, so many ideas, and I just could grasp some. I could see something new. I would just go for it, and that has been constant in my life. I mean, every time I kept learning, and that has enriched myself and my whole personality. And I felt alive, whenever I'm with youngsters, with anyone, wherever I go, I know I can talk,
Mhm.
and I am with the times, so that makes me happy.
Right. And you also
Yeah.
mentioned how, especially after your marriage, books helped you a lot. And that was very relevant to me because books are my whole life. So I can relate.
Yeah, I was into reading a lot, but then when I got married, like from coming from Bombay to Jaipur in a very conservative setup, I had no family and friends. So books were my friends. And books helped me connected to the world, what was going on outside the world. Yes, I was busy with my family, my kids, bringing up the kids, and being a homemaker was tied up at home. But books were that gave me life, brought me nearer to the outside world, and I always felt so happy. Reading books was my passion, and when the kids saw me reading, they also started reading books. So when I was getting my house renovated, my interior designer and the decorator said, you have nothing but just books everywhere. How are we going to keep so many books?
Right.
So that was the thing. But yes, that helped my kids a lot. I
Mhm.
would say this.
Oh, that's beautiful. And you also mentioned how, coming from a conservative family, you were an inspiration to so many women and even your children because they got to leave the confines of their home and, explore so much in life. And that's why you have said you have brilliant children. So, do tell us more about that. How has your journey inspired that of many more people?
I remember when I got married to Jaipur, I could see young girls. I mean, they would just deck up, and they just, after maybe if they completed graduation, I would say, if they just said they knew that they had to get married and be a homemaker or a housewife, and they had no passion in their lives to learn more skills.
Mhm.
And when I saw my sister-in-law, she failed in her 11th, so I persuaded her to complete her graduation. I motivated her to learn some cooking, go into a cooking academy and learn some skills, and also painting. And I taught her embroidery and all that, so that she could learn some new things, and always had some hobby. The same thing happened with my sister-in-law's daughter. She failed in her 12th, and I had to force her to learn. But I wanted that the girl should be empowered and financially independent. And that I was quite sure when I told my daughter, when she passed her 12th, I said, whatever you do, first be on your feet, and then you can live the way you want.
For sure.
So that I made for quite sure. I remember my daughter, I mean, she got the admission in a Mumbai college, and my husband says, no, she's not going out anywhere. She's going to stay in Jaipur. And I was quite dejected, oh, very sad. But destiny has its own role. And she was the first one in my whole family, in my whole surrounding to go outside of India. She went to UK in Warwick University, and that set a benchmark for everyone. And now, in my family, where my brother was opposed to me, he called up and said, "Why are you sending your daughter abroad?" But now he has he sent his daughters abroad, my sister's daughters. I mean, everyone is studying and they are inclined to education. My daughter, she did her double masters from MIT and Harvard simultaneously.
Oh.
And that was an inspiration for everyone. Everyone wanted their daughters to be like her. And they still imbibe her because she has also those good values with her education. And
Mhm.
that makes me so happy. And that
Sure.
was, people still remember me. Yeah, this is the mother who could send her daughter when no one was, I mean, no one was sending their daughter
Mhm.
outside.
Mhm.
So, yes, empowering them, I feel so happy now when I see girls going out and living their own life and making their own decisions, which is very important. I mean, not
100%.
dependent on their fathers, brothers, and sons and all that,
100%.
right?
And I can see how that as well enriches your life. Coming back to that key point you said.
I say that has enriched my life in all way because when I saw my daughter, I had to. I kept telling others also, why not? I mean, help your just give your daughter the freedom to live her life and do what and allow her to do whatever she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see girls doing so many things. I mean, I have my friends, kids doing, I mean, they used to come and ask me. Then I had to tell them, see, every child is unique, but according
Mm-hmm.
to their capabilities, give them their choices, what they want to do, and
Mm-hmm.
allow them to make their mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
For enriching my life, I would say my learning was a constant journey.
Right.
We whenever even if I felt low, I was doing the art of living, pranic healing, and my self-help books were there. And books, I would say, had been a constant companion, my best companion for my life, and still keep reading books. Now we have this internet, which, that takes away your time, but I still miss reading those books.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really want to continue my journey of, just lying down and complete. I remember my Milton Bones day and still am
Oh,
fond
right.
of those books, those books. But yes, learning makes you alive. Enriching has helped me because I remember when I could help my kids in each and every activity. They got both of them in their school days. They got the best junior and senior award
Mm-hmm.
for the
Oh,
best. I mean, that was a surprise because even besides the academics, they were getting the all-rounder awards. And they were good at each and every field, like be it participating in debates, or my daughter had embroidery, and my son, I mean, when he was taking computers or even French. So I could help them out because I was interested in each and every area. You
right.
could say jack of all trades, but yes, I think I am the master of all trades because I'm
Mhm.
aware of each and everything and I'm happy with myself knowing all that.
100%. For sure. And
Yeah.
speaking of jack of all trades, like coming to your career side, you are a certified life coach, you are a certified laughter coach, you are running an NGO, you are a Toastmaster, and apart from this, you're doing so many other things as well. So, why these are all pretty eclectic blend of things that you're doing? Why did you choose to be a laughter coach? What was the transition into that like for you?
Let me talk about with during the COVID times. I was into a startup called Plan to Win, and there we had started this. I wanted to be fit. I mean, during COVID time, so what could we do? So we started with this online Zoom sessions of having the fitness sessions, and then I was had been doing yoga since my childhood. I was taking pranayams, and an idea just struck me. Why not end the session with laughters? Why not laugh it out loud? Because those days were very gloomy. Everyone was like quite
Right.
sad and depressing environment it was like in COVID times. So I just start ended the session with laughters, and everyone started enjoying. And I could see most of them coming for laughter sessions.
Right.
And that made that okay, I could make people laugh, and that makes their day. So why not just continue with that journey? Then I came across Dr. Madan Kataria's course of laughters. And why I said, why not enrich myself with that course and have be certified laughter coach?
Right.
So I thought I became a certified laughter coach. I did his two, three courses, and I'm doing it constantly. I mean, I'm just learning and doing laughters every day with him. Continue with my journey. Then, I mean, as I was mentoring and guiding people, because people used to come me a lot for my guidance and all that, and I had been helping. Somehow I always felt happy when I could make someone succeed, or when I saw that with my help or my guidance they could reach to a greater height or attain something what they wanted in their lives. So that made me realize that my potential as a life coach. And so why not get it certified? Because if you have those
Mm-hmm.
capabilities, why not acquire that?
Mm-hmm.
So I did a course from ILA, and then I'm now I'm a certified ICC PCC life coach.
Wow.
So being a certified life coach, laughter coach, and enrichment, because I think you have to develop your personality as it's a constant journey. Just keep it enriching, and when you do something new, it's that brings a sparkle in your life.
Mm-hmm.
That brings okay that curiosity. You're just like a child every day because you're learning something new.
Mm-hmm.
So that curiosity should
Right.
never die.
For sure.
So like,
100%. And the point you said about how we are living in a very gloomy, depressed kind of society right now, I would say, especially as entrepreneurs and freelancers, we have so many things we are worried about. I mean, my income drops a bit 1 month. I'm like, that's it, that's the end of my career. A client shouts at me or a client rejects me, and immediately I go into this depressed mindset like, what am I even doing? Why did I choose this career path? And we are living in a society like that. And amidst all this, how do you maintain a positive mindset, especially as an entrepreneur, balancing as a housewife as well? How do you maintain that happiness and positive mindset?
I remember those words, this too shall pass.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes my day. When I think of it, of hard times, we all have, hard times, bad times, low times. But then I say, okay, the sun is going to rise the next day. Keep working, keep going. And I remember those words of Bhagavad Gita that the fruits are not in your hand. You just have to keep going and working.
Mm-hmm.
So try to do what's going wrong. You can analyze yourself, but be satisfied. But I would say give your best and then leave the rest. I mean, the fruits are not
Mm-hmm.
in your hands.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm quite satisfied when when I think I've given my 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a journey which we all are embarking. Yes, there is competition everywhere, and things are happening. Things are changing so rapidly, so fast. So we need to be with the times. So keep upgrading yourself, keep enriching yourself, so that you know where you're going and how you can just come back again with a gust. That oh, you
Mm-hmm.
can do it. So
Right.
that with that mindset, you can always approach life. And you'll be happy. You
Mm-hmm.
remember those words. This too shall pass. You will rise again,
For
right?
sure.
Because
What? Mm-hmm.
after every night there is a day,
Mm-hmm. Was that ever a
right?
point, like, is there any incident you can remember from your life where something you were going through something very challenging or something very negative, and you used this mindset shift to come out of it back into positivity?
Yes, I would say when I faced the emptiness syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
I I mean both my kids were out and suddenly I felt now what next because I was totally absorbed into the family life and with my kids and my family and I said what next? And then I felt I had this thought, yes, there has to be something in your life, a purpose in your life, a meaningful purpose in your life. I thought if I could give my kids that support system that they could rise, how can I help the underprivileged kids? If I do that, they will blossom and even I'll blossom because when I see them happy, I'm going to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that shift really helped me because, and they not only helped me, I could help so many. I mean, we are a group now with 160 ladies in that group, and we have developed around 80 government schools. So that
Oh.
they get a positive environment, they get an environment to study. We are supporting them with books, with teachers, with whatever is required, so that they could work hard and rise and realize the importance of education. So now, not only have I blossomed myself, but I could see 160 ladies and they're happy doing it. They're in that group and they're always ready to help when they come. Oh, so and so needs that help. So we are not helping even kids, we are helping women, we are helping the who are poor, who are sick in health. So now it has become a great organization. My NGO has
Mm.
bloomed like anything.
Mm.
And me blossoming, I'm blossoming the others also.
Wow.
So that has been a great change in my life. And
Right.
that keeps me every day, it's a challenge for me to how it keeps going, because there is somewhere you can go and reach out and help.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not helping, it's you're helping yourself. You're
Right.
making yourselves happy by doing that.
That's
Right?
beautiful, actually. I mean, it also shows that we are all looking for a purpose in our lives, right? Like, what is my purpose? What is I born for? This gives people a purpose, like you're saying, when you were wondering what
Yes.
you're going to do in life, and this gave you a purpose, something to live for. That is amazing.
Yes. That is definitely. I mean, that purpose has kept me going. And then I keep on adding new things in my. I mean, once I've completed that, now I'm thinking of about the older people, the geriatrics. I mean, how we
Mm-hmm.
can help them. And I was giving this idea to my kids. How can we have a startup? We can have something to help this older generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in that way, when I recently I I have met so many. I mean, now when I see kids are going away, we are having nuclear setup, especially women, because they are in their post-menopausal age, because of their hormones, they're feeling lonely, and we have this fear of judgment everywhere. Log kya kahenge? So this environment, which I would feel that I lost a dear friend of mine right now. I mean, just last week, and I felt how could I reach out to those mentally depressed women? So now, my another would you say a venture would be for helping out all those who are mentally depressed and the older generation. How could I make them happy
Mm-hmm.
in whatever way I could? Yeah.
That's beautiful,
So
actually. And that brings me to my next question, which was, what is your message to people who are nearing their retirement age, where they think, okay, this is it for me? But you have told me that you never plan to retire in your life. You want to keep seeking knowledge and doing something or the other, adding more skills to your cap. So, what is your message to people nearing retirement or housewives who think, that's it, I can't go for a career now, this is my whole life? So, what is your message to them, and what can they do to become somebody working on multiple things like you?
first thing I say, never retire in your life. Till the day you die, you should never retire. Keep doing things. And I had seen this mentality in my conservative setup. The older generation would say, "Oh, we have now retired. We will, just now stop working and just
Right.
becoming laid back and all that." But for me, no. I've recently started going. I just joined a painting class again. I revived my passion for painting. So reinvent your life, do things which you love, and when you are happy, you're spreading the happiness around. So don't be that gloomy, and value your life. Life is such a precious gift from God, and how you can add years to your life, so that is more important. When you are adding meaningful years to your life, being healthy is your priority. But if you're healthy and happy, you're spreading that message everywhere. When people see you, they are inspired. So do things which make you happy and make others happy. And yes, keep enriching yourself. Be with the times. So I would say, as we have all started, relearning and unlearning and all that, do it. And now we are at such an advantage. We have this whole world of AI, internet, and all that. So you have all the things in your hands. So go
Mhm.
for it and be happy and never feel unconfident, because everyone is unique and
Mhm.
everyone has their own journey of life. So accept that,
Mhm.
right? And I
100%.
would say to housewives, I mean, they have a new life. I mean, when the kids are out, they can get a life of their own. I mean, Why are they just thinking that their life is over? There's
Mm-hmm.
so much to life and so much you can give.
Mm-hmm.
When you start giving, you realize the importance what you can give to the world. You have so many things to give. Even
Mm-hmm.
a smile, which is very important, you can give that.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't cost you money. So spread smiles and laughter everywhere, wherever you go. Spread that
100%.
cheerfulness.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. And the last question before I let you go is not a question, it's more of a fun activity I thought we can do right before we sum up. I am going to give you 2 minutes. This is a small challenge and a fun activity to all our viewers. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to make me smile for no reason. I mean, you told me that as a laughter coach, you're constantly finding new ways. Like, how can I make people smile? What is something else we can laugh about? So, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Give me a no reason thing to smile about. I mean, I'm
No
already
reason to think to
smiling.
smile
Like.
about. So that's the reason. Being a laughter coach, see, even a fake laughter releases all those happy hormones. So
Mhm.
you just spread out your arms and you start laughing. And when you see people laughing, you start laughing on your own. And it's so contagious. But I'll give you an exercise right now. Do you know the vowels? I think you must be knowing.
AEIOU.
Yes. So you just stretch out those letters and start laughing. When you say A, just stretch out the A and start laughing. Can you do that with me?
Eh.
The next vowel.
Oh, that automatically put a smile on my face. I. Nice, nice one.
And then, so just continue like,
Oh.
oh, be a child. I mean, just remain a child and you will be the happiest. And never think that you know everything. Just think you don't know anything. But whatever knowledge you have, just keep it aside. Be a child always.
For
So you'll
sure.
be.
You made me lose my self-consciousness just now when I did that exercise. I would have been very conscious of myself, that too, since this is going on the internet, but it was so nice to do it. So thank you for that. And on that super jovial high note, thank you so much for your time, Seema. Thank you for enriching us as well with all of your life experiences. It's been amazing having you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me and having me over here. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you to our viewers as well. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you got something out of Seema's life and you keep doing something or the other, whether you're a woman or a housewife or somebody nearing retirement. All these are just excuses, and Seema is an example for you to, even at 60, keep thriving, keep learning, and keep doing something new. So, thank you for tuning in.
Yes, I'm into Toastmasters now and I'm
Yes,
enjoying the journey with you all.
yes.
With
So,
youngsters like you.
yes, for sure. So, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next one.